Emptied. Oh, ho, 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 got most of them off. But the rest of them, let's stick them outside here and level up the aquarium garden. Woo woo. So this will pretty much fill the perimeter now. Could probably stick one of those right there. I don't know, I may still do it. We'll see. I got one that's not filled up, but I kind of like seeing all four across. What would be cool is to make a big old line down it. I don't know. We'll see. Good old Florida outdoor tanks. This is why I moved to Florida. All right, new day. Had to get shipping done. Thank you all so much for the support and orders. LRBAquatics.com, but you can see I'm back to filling up the aquarium garden here. I'm loving it already. I may leave some bare bottoms, see what they do, but for the most part, I will probably put some substrate in here. But right now, I just want to get water in them. I could always add substrate later. Just get the water maturing, seasoning in there. This is cool. I absolutely love this. And if you guys know me, I like to use the sand and stuff from the yard. This is dirt that I sifted through all that sand that I'm gonna end up putting in some of these, so. Which technically this was the junk left after the sand sifted it all, but I absolutely love this stuff. It's got the little fine roots in it, like dirt balls. They do flatten out over time, but it takes some time, but it gives a great texture. And see how it blends in with the surroundings more? Now actually, if I really wanted to blend in with the surroundings, I would just scoop that up in a shovel. Maybe we'll do that with some of these. I do love this stuff. I'll probably be using it more in the fish room once I do like skates and get to doing all that kind of stuff. Let's see how many roots are in it. Most of this stuff is just sticks, leaves, sand, Spanish moss, all kinds of random stuff. But I'm gonna just scoop it up and put it in these. Ta-da. While those are filling up, I was feeding, and the sun is just shining through this pond with the shellies. Let's feed everybody. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Love that natural sunlight. There's a lot of shellies in there too. We got them all different sizes. In this massive 470-gallon pond with all those big fish. And back to filling these tanks here. Here you can see where it's an absolute mess. A bunch of roots, sticks, leaves floating up. Bottom's looking pretty steady and solid. So it actually gives you a bottom and top coverage for a little while. All this will eventually waterlog and sink. And then the ones with the yard stuff, I even left the green in it. And how's this for escape? I mean, that's as natural as you can get. Really looks like it should. And there's actually lots of spawning ground in there. Look at all that spawning ground. So we really do a disservice to our fish, keeping them in their plain Jane aquariums. All right, so I finished filling them up late afternoon, like 6 o'clock. And these new ones I filled up, this is how quick they settled. This one was the scoop a yard. You can see all the sticks, the grass in it, leaves, all sorts of everything. Just from literally back here. Just scooped it up, put it in. You get so much detail and texture from this. It's amazing. Look at that. Here's another one. This is kind of an odd shape. It's like a 16 gallon. 10 gallon. This is where there's more dirt. This is where it was more dirt and root, but once the leaves finally settle, which I did shower over the top of them, that way it would waterlog them. And once those settle, then it'll start looking more like what's behind it. Even though in the future, I plan on maybe doing some plants and maybe something else behind it. I don't know. This will probably all change in the future too. I don't know how permanent this is gonna be. Because I got another plan for these, which will get built once this like green. I'm gonna build a greenhouse back here. And then I may do something with the aquarium still over in that area. Or what I'll do is maybe just leave it and just see where it grows off to. Just because I got plenty of space. I need to get rid of all this. I don't have Dish Network. Whoever use these, like, I don't know. I've got like a telecommunication center here going on. 1, 2, 3. But anyways, there's a lot of space out here to work with. Then the aquariums from inside. It's funny, there's no rock in there, but it looks like there is. Mountain of rocks, but it's just glare. If it wasn't for the glare of the rock, I don't know, maybe I should do a dark something, a dark path. I don't know, what should I use? Use that lawn fabric maybe over it, because I think it drains. I don't know. Because in person, it looks awesome. The glare isn't so bad. You can look around it and you can look into stuff. But here with the camera, it's so hard to just really do it justice. So I don't know. Maybe if it was all black. But I don't know. I don't think it would look bad either. We have had some cold days here where it's gotten down. It got down to the 40s. Rice fish all still doing good. Everybody's still doing good. Even all the little guppies. Well, the little guppies are getting to be big guppies. So we only had 2 nights that got down into the 40s. It did get up into, I would say, I think there was one day it barely touched 70. But it was enough to transfer enough warmth and just keep them going. Now, if it would stay longer, if it would have been like 3-4 days like that, then it would have been a different story. Like, they can handle it for a couple days, but after a while, their immunities break down. And that's when they become susceptible. What in the world? There's fish in this tank that I moved? Where did these guys come? What? No, those are blue stars. I don't know how those fish made it through this ride, but after being empty, refilled, moved, I mean, I do. Fish are crazy strong. Blue star endlers, I'm just gonna get them a male, and then I guess they'll start a colony out here. And this won't really do this much justice because it's really a camera. It's hard to get that perspective and pick up all the detail of what's going on here, but it's really neat seeing up underneath here with the sunlight just naturally hitting it. It's cool. And they do got a nice little tree here growing. And currently this is my water system, my water change system, just how I wash my hands, everything. So my perspective here, you can even see a little 2.5 gallons where I can actually see into them. Then I've got the view for everything else. But over to the side, I've also got 4 of the 10 gallons that were inside. Absolutely love it when the sun's just coming in. You can see right through them. So that'll be cool with some sparkly fish. At the same time, I don't know, I'd have to have lids for them or something, which I don't really want to do no filter with lids, because sparkly fish are more easily predated on. That's why I try to keep fish out here that hide and you can't see. Maybe we'll test some things. It is wild Florida. And just like that, got a few more in the front now. Sometimes it just happens so quick around here. And I thought the video was just about done, but now, if you notice here, my nets, how they stick out, I usually wedge them in between a tank. I am starting to drill them now and set them to the side. So before you'd see nets just sticking out everywhere here. Now granted, they are still on the side, but they're a little more hidden. And you know, this is a working fish room, so the more nets you see, the better. Same with all this. It doesn't break up the line of sight anymore to where they're just sticking out everywhere. I like it, I like it. The little things. All right, it's empty. Now I gotta get some new tanks, get them washed out, cleaned up. Future upgrades coming soon, so if you haven't subscribed already, you wanna see what happens with this aquarium garden, how it evolves, I'll be here for you. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. Thanks, until next time.